Here we go! Flip! Timber! Timber!
Some would call it swag, some call it cockiness, some would call it being a diva. But when you're good, it's not bragging. An elite wide receivers and the confidence they exude often permeates an entire team, and we're going to see a couple of examples of that in this one. Welcome to College Station, Texas. Kyle Field, home of the 12th man and the Texas A&M Aggies. As we'll see, the number 10 team in the country, the Alabama Crimson Tide, taking on the 9th-ranked team in the land, the Texas A&M Aggies. Glad to have you with us for EA Sports College Football. I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack and Jesse Palmer with me in the booth. Guys, we are ready to tee it up. Texas A&M set to kick off to christen this game. He'll bring it out. It's Adams. He only needs a sliver of daylight. What a great return, and he flips the field to start this drive off, and he just about scored himself. It is so good to have a dangerous return man. Timeout call. By the defense, it's their first of the half. You think the fans are ready for this one? The booth's shaking underneath us, guys. He leaves it with his back. He breaks a tackle. Continuing to churn and move it forward, and they're closing in on midfield. It's down at the 48.
I like this idea by the offense going hurry up here. You just had a very nice run. Let's get back up to the line of scrimmage and go fast.
They went right back to him, and this time the defense was all over him. Nothing to show for that run. Back to pass, it's Simpson. Snagged in the middle, it's Miller. He's got first down yardage as they move it to the 44. I think that receiver really had two choices there. Catch the ball, or he was going to wear it in his chest.
Yeah, he's going to be maybe taking an ice bath after too many of these crow routes. He catches them in the body like that. This quarterback has a cannon arm. The receiver found the soft spot in the zone, and, man, the quarterback gave him no choice.
You can barely hear yourself thinking here as they're trying to get this defense off to a good start.
And what's the closest guy to the football, man? It's those defensive tackles, and those guards and centers have to work together. They got to get those guys and get some movement. They don't on this play, and the big fella eats. Nowhere to go. When you run into him, you usually meet the ground.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. Leaves it with the running back. And there was nowhere to go. Just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
I love when defensive backs come up and they are physical and they stick their face in the fan and they aren't scared. Talking to the defensive coordinator coming into this game, he knew his DBs had to tackle well. They had to get these running backs on the ground. Great start on this first drive.
The 12th man putting a stamp on this game.
and take it back to the house. Way to set the tone for this defense here.
And right on the heels of the pick six, they run the offense out there to try to grab an 8-0 lead. Wants to throw. It's Reed. Into the end zone for the 2, and they push that lead out to 8.
How about the cherry on the sundae? The big INT return for a touchdown, and now throw on the 2-point conversion. Give this team
8. He'll bring it out. It's Adams. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. Tide offense rolls onto the field. Well, the good news is they threw a touchdown pass last time. It was just to the wrong team, Jesse.
Well, that's an unfortunate part of the game for quarterbacks, but guess what? They do happen, so you've got to be able to turn the page here and lead this offense.
Well, I think you know this defense is going to be aggressive. They're going to jump routes. They're going to play aggressive. You've got to take advantage of that. Maybe use that this time to your advantage.
A nice job by the quarterback there. You're outside the pocket, nobody's open, so you throw the ball away knowing that you still have more chances to get this first down.
Listen to this crowd just shaking the girders of this place trying to help their defense. Pulls it in. It's Williams. He's past the 30. Across the 30, out of bounds at the 31-yard line, and they kick-started this drive with that one.
I'll tell you, this guy has to get touches early in games. They're doing a good job of that right now. He's so dangerous once he has the ball in his hands. And I think if you're on offense, you move him around and you find more creative ways to get him involved.
To the air on first down. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on first down. Second down coming.
What a hit by the defender. That's a good throw, and that was going to be caught, but how about the defender dislodging the football from its intended target? Nice job.
The give to the back. Really nice pickup there as they have it out to the 44 with a first down. Alabama quickly back to the line. They're going to ride this running back.
Man, a nice second effort by the back to break a tackle. But how about those defensive backs willing to come up, stick their face in the fan, and make a tackle?
Those are the best run defenses, too, right? It's not just D linemen and linebackers getting all the plays, but it's DBs that are willing to not just cover, but tackle backs in the open field.
Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down.
And it's a really good job by this defense. Complete defensive effort. When the back end makes the quarterback hold the football a little longer than he wants to, and then the pass rush gets home, hits him, and forces the incompletion.
Back to throw, it's Simpson. Looking down the middle. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. Putting together a real scoring threat here as they pick up the first down at the 36.
That's really got to make this offensive coordinator feel good calling plays. You get a completion on third down early in the game, and he should be having a lot of confidence now moving forward in this game calling plays.
He's going to lose a yard on that one.
Yeah, they're just going to need more push up front. There was nowhere for that running back to go. The offensive line got moved right back into his lap, and as a result, they lose yards on it.
Second down, they'll go to the air. It's complete to the right. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few.
Well, the defense playing zone coverage, they're taking away all of the QB's primary options down the field, so he has to check it down to the drag running underneath.
On third and long, he has to throw for it. Caught over the middle. It's Adams. Got enough to move the sticks. First down from the 17.
Third down, understanding exactly where the sticks are. You know, you got to stop certain routes so they don't get to certain depths. Quarterback completes and gets another first down. Got to be a little bit more mindful of where those sticks are.
Headed to the end zone, and he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, Crimson Tide. I tell you, when this drive started, the defense thought they had them in a hole. Not anymore. What a performance.
And I really like the play calling by the offensive coordinator on that last drive. That was a nice mixture of running and throwing and getting different players involved. Really nice job, very poised in that play calling, and it showed up with the touchdown.
Makes the grab on the left. He's into the end zone. Two-point conversion is good, and we've got a tie game. The kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. Coming out with it, it's Bussey. Stopped at the 17, and he's probably second-guessing that return. He might want another play. Looking to throw, it's Reed. Rushes on him. The sure hands, it's Concepcion. Tackled almost immediately. They're well short of the first down.
This slot receiver gives defensive coordinators nightmares. You have got to double him virtually on every pass play. He better have safety help over top. Otherwise, this guy's a threat to score every time they throw the ball.
They'll go to work in the air on second down. Makes the catch. It's Moss. He makes the stop almost as soon as he catches it, and they're short of the first down. Entertaining first quarter, and we are all locked up after one as we take a quick look at some stats. We've got a good one going here, and looking forward to keep those vibes rolling here in the second. So they had a chance to talk over this third down play to open the period. They'll move the wide receiver. Wants to go up top. Pocket breaking down. And he scoots his way to the first down and then slides to avoid the hit.
On the third play of the drive, third down, it's the scrambling ability of this quarterback that goes and picks up the first down. He was so calm back there. He never got flustered. Nobody open, no problem. If you give this guy 1 yard to run, he's going to tuck it and take off, and that's exactly what happened there.
Looking to throw on first down. Oh, they're after him. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be second down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. They'll send the tight end in motion. The offense changing the play. To throw, it's Reed. Makes the grab, it's Moss. And he broke one tackle on the way to a solid pickup there.
And this offense, I think, will do a good job in this game divvying up the football and distributing it to different guys in the passing game. It won't just be receivers. It's not going to be tight ends. This running back, he's a weapon, too, after he catches it. You saw it right there.
The Aggies come to the line on third down, trying to keep this drive alive. They'll try to pick up the first through the air. Grab near the marker. It's Moss. What a cut. Now he's loose. Smashes ahead. Knocked out of bounds. They're in the red zone. Mark it at the 17, and they are set up.
Well, not every explosive play in the passing game needs to be a 70-yard bomb down the field. If you find your running back in the progression, you just get it to him quickly, He's one of the most dangerous guys on the field with the ball in his hands, and he showed you that. Great vision, great speed, phenomenal job after the catch, and it's a big play for the offense in the passing game.
Under fire. He just threw it away. The last thing you want to do is try to force something on first down in the red zone. Working well behind the sticks on second down. Quarterback adjusting the pattern. To the air. It's Reed. Got away from trouble and got rid of it. Oh, he makes the catch. He was working his way toward that goal line. They'll stop him at the 2 after the big play up top.
Well, it wasn't a great start for this quarterback, but on this drive, he seems to be turning the corner. He just looks like he's playing in a different rhythm. He's seeing the field better. It's almost as if the game is starting to slow down for him. I think on that last completion, it was a good example of that.
Looking to throw. Touchdown, Aggies! Fit it in the window for the score.
Man, I just love the execution by this offense. Late in the half, man, you want to take the lead. You want to get that momentum on your side, and they do it. They finish it with the passing game. I'll tell you what, keep that passing game up. You can keep this lead, keep the momentum, and keep putting up numbers.
And he knocked that one right down the middle. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. He'll bring it out. It's Adams. Slips through the line. He's on the loose. There he goes. Open it up. A dynamic return. Explosive, and got loose on this kick coverage team, and they were barely able to keep him from taking it all the way. They take over late in the half, enough time to put together a drive. The give from the gun. He's tackled right at the 10-yard line, and they're trying to cash in on this drive. Quick timeout by the defense there, trying to make sure everyone has the same call. It'll be second down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. Miller with the ball. He bullies his way all the way down to the 5-yard line. They're at their fastest tempo trying to get off this third down play. Great penetration by this defense, and they knock him down behind the line. A loss of 1.
You know, you're in the red zone, you bring out a bunch of tight ends on the field. So the defense, they were expecting run on that one. They were physical, and they were able to force the negative play.
Wanting to move the chains. Here comes Alabama on 4th. Caught in the backfield, it's Adams. And he'll be stopped short, or maybe he stopped himself short.
Man, aggressive play calls. Everybody wants you to be aggressive. They're aggressive. They take their shot. Now they got to live with a little bit of the consequences. They turn the football over on downs. Now their defense has to go out on the field and make some stops.
Quarterback making adjustments. Dropping back, it's Reed. Fires to the middle. Complete downfield.
Man, that quarterback knew that was a tiny window to throw into, and he just showed off his cannon of an arm.
Wants to throw on first down. Here's a heat. Stands in and takes the hit. And that one falls incomplete. They tried to go over the top on first down. Second down coming up.
I don't know about the decision that time by the quarterback. He may have been expecting man coverage, but that time the defense was in zone, and they did a really nice job closing the window. The intended target was not open, and that's why that one fell incomplete.
Back to pass on second down. Now he's going to break the pocket. Slings it downfield. Working a little foot magic on the sidelines, and it'll be enough for the first down.
Nice job by the receiver on the back end there, too. He sees his quarterback on the run moving, and he just works to get himself open to give his guy a place to throw the football. They're able to connect, and they keep the drive going.
Looking downfield on first down. Looking for the end zone. Touchdown, Aggie! They wanted to finish, and that they did on that possession.
And that's the way you execute on offense, man. You keep your foot on the gas. Try to make this a two-score game. You do with that touchdown. This offense executing beautifully. The defense is going to have to find something in the second half to get some stops.
Let's see what he can get done from inside his own 15. And he did a good job bobbing and weaving and finding a little bit of running room on that return. They'll get a chance to work on that hurry-up offense here in the final minute of the first half. Back to throw, it's Simpson. Going over the top. Picked off, and they ruin an early drive with the turnover. Going the other way, and he's got room.
Man, another mistake by this. Listen, he is an elite quarterback. He's really, really good. He's pressing too much. Jesse, the #1 job of a quarterback, you better protect the football. I don't care how good you are, you better protect it.
Yeah, you just got to take what the defense is giving you, and I agree, David. It looks like right now he's trying to force the big play instead of just checking it down or throwing away. He's got to do a better job working through his progressions right now. He's got tons of talent. He's making...
Turning it on! He's finally shoved out of bounds at the 23-yard line, and a big pickup on that one. It's one thing to get that huge play. Now you got to cash it in with 6. 1st and 10 from the 24. Motion from the wide receiver. We've got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. It's now 1st and 10 from the 24-yard line. Quarterback making checks. Looking to throw on first down. And those two couldn't make the connection. It's an incomplete pass. Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Couldn't connect on first down. Now back to the air. Time running out, and he goes down at the 34.
Yeah, that's a great job. And listen, this quarterback's had success. He's already thrown for 2 touchdowns. We got to make him feel uncomfortable. This is still early in the game. Nice job by the defense, getting a hit on the quarterback and making him think a little bit.
Right down the boulevard, it's good. And now the lead's extended a little further. That late in the half field goal always gives you a little boost going to the locker room, and they'll need to finish off these final few seconds and not allow them to answer. From inside his own 15, trying to follow his blockers. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. So that'll do it here in the first half. Stay tuned. Halftime is coming. Alabama ready to put a boot to it to start the second half. Fielded in the end zone, it's Fussy. Gets it across the 20 to the 21, and not quite what he would have picked up just taking the touchback. So here comes the Texas A&M offense back onto the field. They got plenty done through the air in the first half, and we'll see if they even need to look for balance as we start the third quarter.
Well, and I think defensively, you understand, like the running game isn't a big part of the plan. I wonder how they adjust and play more coverage to this pass-happy offense.
Yeah, so you're going to have to be ready if you're a quarterback, then. You're probably going to see some different coverages. You might see a little bit more blitz in the second half as well, so you have to know where your answers are.
That throw and catch, a really good example of why coaches don't want a quarterback to get stuck on a particular target, isn't it, David?
Yep, that's exactly right. Find the guy who's open, because you got so many guys that have so much speed that can do so much damage on the field. Find my matchup, get it to him, let him do the rest.
He wants to change this route. Looking downfield, it's Reed. He just got rid of the football. Not sure what he was doing, and they're going to get him for grounding. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. Second down coming up. Wide receiver going in motion. To the air on second down. Got his man. They bring him down, but a solid pickup to put them in position to pick up a first down. They've got to come up with a big play on this third and long. Motion from the wideout. Trying to move the sticks on third down through the air. And that one's incomplete.
That is a good omen for this defense. They were getting lit up in the first half. They knew something had to change. So to set the tone like this early on their opening drive of the third quarter and get a stop on third, that should really help their confidence.
Wide receiver comes in motion. On fourth down, looking to pass. Big tight end makes the grab. First down, still on his feet. They'll get it to the 48. No need to measure. It's a first down. This Texas A&M offense is wasting no time. Dropping back, it's Reed. Pulls it in, it's Muff. Steered out of bounds at about the 36-yard line. A big pickup, and they are threatening. And the Aggies getting set on 1st and 10. Quarterback may change this route. Wants to go up top on first down. That one comes out hot down the right side. Fires into traffic, intercepted. And they'll close in on him after a good return on the interception.
I'll tell you what, defensive players don't always see where the ball is. They see the receiver and they get to chase him, but really good job seeing where the receiver is, going and making an interception, making a big play, getting the ball back to your offense.
He'll start this drive going to the air. A little too much on that one, just out of his reach.
Man, this is an unbelievable start for this defender in this game, guy. That's already his second PD in this game. Playing with his eyes, he's breaking on the ball. You just can't start a game any better.
After the incompletion, back to the passing game. And the pass rush is effective, and they tackle him at the 19.
And I think that time he was trusting his pocket awareness and his arm a little bit too much. You've got to remember, you're one of the best athletes in the country playing the position. If you see a crease, you've just got to take off and get it.
On third and long, a check down would be the last resort. He tries to take the top off. And that'll be incomplete. They certainly weren't afraid to take a shot there, and now it's fourth down.
And you thought maybe in the second half this offense could just find a rhythm, find something to take advantage of this defense, but the defense has really had their number, not putting up a lot of points, and again, an empty possession right there.
On fourth down, they'll pass for it. Under fire. Gets drilled as he throws the big pressure on fourth down, and they'll get it back.
And I get it. At this point in the second half, dude, we got to make something happen. We haven't been good enough. We got to score a lot of points and quickly. You got to be aggressive. They tried. They failed again. This game is all but over.
The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half.
Timeout, Texas A&M.
Might be changing the route.
282 Monster Indy.
They'll move the wide receiver. They'll try to get outside. Able to scrounge 3 yards out of that one somehow. It's 2nd and 7. Tried to pound it on first down. Now back to the line. Looking downfield, it's Reed. Here comes the heat. Touchdown, Texas A&M. And the route is on.
And it's now the second time this wide receiver has scored. Another outstanding job with the route. Great job securing the catch.
And that kick was perfectly down the middle. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. Fielded in the end zone. It's Adams. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. First snap of this drive will come from their own 17. Going right to work up top. And the quarterback caught up to and sacked at the 12. As they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter. Going to swing it on second down. Unloads it downfield. And it's incomplete. The defense knocks it away as we have knocked down 3 quarters and head to the 4th. 1 more quarter to go, and it looks as if we are ready to play.
Alabama, 8.
So we open the final period with a 3rd down play. Gets the back moving. On 3rd and long, he'll need to push it downfield. Wide open downfield. He's loose down the left side. Past the 20. And he ran away from the defense to take it in. Touchdown tie.
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge, and also the anticipation, the timing. To be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone, that was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. Listen, a lot of times, touchdown pass.
And that one is picked up in the end zone.
2-point plays, the windows are very small to throw into. That time, he just tried to force it into a tiny window. Ended up being picked, and the offense comes away with no points.
They're down big, but they'll keep fighting to the bitter end and line up for the onside kick here. Few anxious moments there, but the hands team true to its name as they make the grab and get the ball. So the Texas A&M offense returns to the field. Motion from the wide receiver. Making side adjustments here. Scanning the field, it's Reed. Finds his man, it's Moss.
Well, it's important in this game, this offense gets the running back involved out on the perimeter in space where he can do some damage. That time they got it to him throwing the football. He picked up a couple of yards, but it gives the defense something to think about.
Second down, they'll go to the air. Time to take a shot. Catch and stride inside the 15.
tell you, man, this guy's been putting on a show all game long. We've seen his decision-making. We've seen his athleticism. Because of him, they've got this huge lead in the fourth quarter. So why stop throwing it? Just keep it going when the going's good.
They're threatening to score, and they'll throw it. Touchdown, Aggies! And the pummeling has started.
And this offense continuing to put up points. This game's out of reach. You know you're going to win, but still throwing the football, still finding that connection. I imagine there'll be some salty handshakes at the end of this game.
Kickoff unit back to work, and they have been busy as they've built this sizable lead. From inside the 15, here's the return. Able to find enough room to get it out across the 25. He's brought down at the 26. Guys, here comes that Alabama offense onto the field. They'll start this drive going to the air. Oh, he's going to try to get it all here. Reels it in down the left side. Open spaces. And he just kept running, and he ran away from the crowd.
You a fucking goofy, nigga. Shit is over, you fucking goofy.
One of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch, they've got guys that are dangerous after the catch.
Easy fucking money. You easy fucking money.
Gets you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running. I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy, the connection between quarterback, wide receiver. You can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that play.
Makes a move. Oh, what vision. Wide open, and it's a foot race. The ball pops out on the return. Kicking team's got it.
Man, this kickoff unit, they've got heat-seeking missiles running down the field with bad intentions. They hit that return man with authority, and that's what popped the ball loose.
Touch pass on the jet sweep. Oh, he's got some space. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a first down. It's probably pretty comforting for this offensive coordinator to know as soon as the game's kicked off, I can pretty much pencil in a 100-yard receiving day for this dude.
And I want to be the quarterback. I mean, that guy, it's always open. Man zone, I know I'm looking his way because he's going to catch the football.
He'll take a deep shot here. And it's incomplete. They were looking for the huge gain on first down. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down. The defense going to stop the clock with a timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. Wide receiver going in motion. Touch pass on the run. Finding an escape route. Good, solid, determined run there. They'll mark it down at the 27.
Well, and on these little push passes, timing is so important. You're trying to snap it right as he's getting a full head of steam. When he gets the ball, he's hitting the outside, David. It puts the defense in such a difficult spot.
You immediately have to be rotating when you see that motion. So everybody's got to communicate and kind of bump over. That's why offenses love to run it. It makes the defense communicate and see if you can just get him out of a spot.
To the air, it's Simpson. Pressure coming. And the quarterback is knocked down back at the 13. Down in the fourth quarter, it's too late for empty possessions. They'll go for it on fourth down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down.
I think after failing on the fourth down, guys, you look at the scoreboard, you look at how much time is left. I think they're going to lose this football game. This coaching staff is going to have to dig deep and try to find ways to get this team better next time they take the field.
They'll keep it on the ground for first and goal. Touchdown, Aggies! And the punishment has been extended. These guys looking to put the finishing touches on this game with that score.
Yeah, I think you feel confident that ends it, right? Late in the game, you were take a miracle for the defense to get back in it. That miracle is no longer coming now.
He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Wasn't quite able to shake loose as he steps out of bounds at the 22. They'll snap this one to start the drive from their own 22. Starts the drive trying to go up top. And the quarterback goes down at the 11-yard line. Everybody has to be set. They have to get it off. Looks as if the defense was a little too eager there, got into the neutral zone, and that'll be a 5-yard penalty. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. Now on 2nd down. Back to throw, it's Simpson.
And that play is a microcosm of what this game has been. They have not been able to protect their quarterback all game long. Early or late, up front, moving forward, this offense has got to do a better job or else they're going to be in a lot of trouble. You cannot give them as many sacks as they have in this game and expect to win.
Boy, if they don't convert this 4th down, there will be questions to be answered. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. Drop the football, and they'll turn it over on downs. Desperately wanted to convert on 4th down, but couldn't do it. Motion from the wideout. They'll give it to the back. Wrestled down at the 8-yard line as they threaten deep in the red zone. It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. I know both of these teams were ranked, guys, but it really seemed as if they weren't on the same level in this game.
I think that was a pretty good statement game for these guys. I mean, you're ranked higher, you're more talented. A lot of people point to this game, possible upset, 2 really good teams. Jesse, they made it clear. There's only one really good team. It was them. They were the favorite, and they just made a point of it.
You're right. Not all ranked teams are created equal. One of these teams is a college football playoff contender. The other simply is not. And that demonstrated itself today. The higher ranked team is a team with national